Olua87. There's a quote that goes, "The only way out is through." So as you improve your own personal training routine and improve your ability to raise your own intensity level while staying relaxed, it's going to help you not only help your little brother improve. This is gonna help, right? Because what I'm hearing is that your parents, they're more focused on your younger brother's development than yours. So what you can do is start to invest 60 seconds a day in investing in learning one movement skill, which I'm going to teach you, one breathing skill, which I'm going to teach you, and learning one dribbling sequence, which I'm going to teach you right now. If you could do these three things, it's going to allow you to raise your it's going to change the trajectory of your training, so that if you continue maybe 60 seconds a day, 180 seconds a day, it's going to completely change where you could be. You won't recognize yourself in a few weeks, few months time. Okay, so let's do it. The first thing you want to check out, right, so take this test. If you take a deep breath, and your shoulders go into the air, right, if your shoulders look like this, then you want to search a video. It's called How to Breathe by Dr. Vranich. This is something that I wish I knew 27 years ago. And basically what she's going to do is teach you how to do belly breathing, and why belly breathing is so important and so effective compared to breathing with your upper back and shoulders is because it uses less energy. Right? You look like this. Belly breathing massages your internal organs. It takes pressure off your spinal column, and it's going to effortlessly improve your endurance and stamina, because if you can use less energy breathing, you're just going to last longer than someone breathing incorrectly. So the question number one is, can I learn how to belly breathe with Dr. Vranich? It's Vranich. If you could do this, if there's only one thing you could take away from this video, this would be it. The second thing you might want to invest in is called an RMT rope. It's just a piece of rope as long as you are tall. Right? You could make this at your local hardware store, or if you could tie two shoelaces together. You could cut a towel in half long ways. You could use a men's tie, right? You could use an extension cord, right? So there's a lot of options you can use if you don't want to go to the store and make one yourself.
Hey. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You give me class?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Right, so the reason why it's so powerful is because the body's connected from fingers to toes, which means as you swing the rope in your hands, you develop a better understanding of where your body is in time and space. And why this is so important on the soccer field is because if you could get from A to B on the soccer field using less energy and faster than anyone else, it helps you be more dangerous. So if you have a jump rope at home, you could also use it as a jump rope. So the whole point is, it's a versatile tool that most soccer players don't utilize, right? Because it's so simple, yet it's so powerful. A lot of players, the mistake they make is they spend too much time doing long distance runs. They spend too much time on treadmills. They spend too much time at the gym, I would say lifting like a bodybuilder, trying to be strong, but the strength they develop in the gym doesn't necessarily always transfer. Doesn't always necessarily transfer to on-field performance. Using this RMT rope, the benefits are almost one-to-one. So 1 minute spent using this RMT rope almost transfers to I would say, just like a 10x improvement. Just everything gets better. I noticed as I used the RMT rope, my juggling improved, which improved my timing, my rhythm, my coordination, my passing, my shooting improved. It helps improve your running technique, and I'll show you how. The founder, David Weck, says if you can only learn one rope flow pattern, you want to learn the alternating underhand sneak, and it looks like this. Most times when you're jump roping, you start from the behind and you go forward. Underhand swing, alternating underhand sneak, you start by learning the underhand swing, which looks like this. From here, you take your opposing hand, reach around your back, grab your elbow,
Then you slide it all the way down to grab your wrist. Then from the wrist, you go double handles. From double handles, you go double behind the back. From double behind the back, you go from here, you go over, 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 over. So the way to go from double behind the back to here is drilling. You gotta drill the double behind the back over and over and over and over. It took me 3 days. Every spare moment I had, this is what I was doing. Right, because when you do this, if you could do this, then this comes naturally, right? It just flows right into it. So just spend a lot of time working this. If there's only 2 things you could take away from this video, this would be the second thing, because this is going to change your life right here, because this turns into this, right? Because once you can do this, it's going to allow you to be more explosive. It teaches you to whip your arms down while you're whipping your hands, while you're popping that knee up, right? It's here, here. And then why this transfers into improved running technique is because when you run, you have 2 beats on the right, 2 beats on the left, right? 2 pulses. When you run, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's the same thing with the alternating underhand sneak. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It teaches perfect running technique in an effortless way. So you know, I thought I was a fast sprinter before learning this. I thought I had a good understanding. I just thought I was like the best version of myself as an athlete. And when you learn this alternating underhand sneak, I promise you, you'll never look back. I would say the step 1 is, can I make an RMT rope, or can I find a jump rope? Because once you have the tool, then you could start to play with it. Once you start to play with it, it'll change your game on the soccer field forever. It's going to reduce your warm-up time. It's going to prevent injuries. It's going to make you more agile. It's going to make you more lethal on the field, more dangerous. Right? You're just going to be able to develop multi-directional movement more effectively than other players who aren't using RMT ropes or jump ropes. So this is, and it's cheap, it's portable, and it's lightweight. So it's like having a soccer gym in your pocket for the rest of your life for $10. Right, $10 for a lifetime for a gym membership, that's a good deal. Next thing you want to invest in or start to do, the question is, can I bring a ball with me everywhere I go? Doesn't matter what size. Ideally, I think smaller is better, because that means more portable. More portable means more touches. More touches means more mistakes. More mistakes, more learning. There's one sequence in particular that I want you to master, and it's called the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. It looks like this. You go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. As you're watching this video, say it out loud with me. You go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. This is actually very important, because as you say the dribbling sequence out loud while you're doing it, it helps you internalize it faster and developing a mind-body connection, right? As you're saying it while you're doing it, it helps you memorize it better, so that when you're playing, you don't think about dribbling. It's gonna help you dance around defenders in an easier way without thinking about it. So let me show you. Right, so let's see it. It's outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. 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 Outside, inside. as you repeat the sequence, it allows you to get your head up. When you get your head up, it allows you to see the field. If you could see the field and time and space, then you could make better passes, then you could dribble into space more effectively, then you could put better shots on goal. Right? So this is like Rosetta Stone for the rest of your game, because I would say maybe juggling is too, but they're hand in hand. I think this actually helps you improve juggling, and vice versa, just because you can get into a rhythm. Right? Being able to get in rhythm in a relaxed way transfers a little bit to juggling, but paired with juggling, if you could pair this dribbling sequence with juggling for 60 seconds a day, different size balls. I spent hours and hours and hours because I'd go to my older brother's soccer tournaments, so all I had was a ball, so I would spend hours juggling, but I should have spent more time juggling different size balls. So it's not just about juggling. So question 3 is, can I learn this Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence? Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, and do it 60 seconds a day. Question 4 is, can I spend 60 seconds juggling? My new favorite juggling pattern is 2 right, 2 left. Because I think 2 right, 2 left mimics running technique. Right, just like that alternating underhand sneak. 2 right, 2 left, or 2 right thigh, 2 left thigh. I feel like flows into your ability to take the ball out of the air, and then take the ball out of the air, and then finish on goal. So, but right, any juggling pattern, any variations of juggling patterns will help you improve too. So just, the key is to stay relaxed. And once you learn that breathing technique, you're gonna be able to recover faster compared to any player your age or younger. Right, so let's recap the questions. Can I learn Dr. Vranich belly breathing technique? Can I make an RMT rope? And then it's, can I bring a ball with me everywhere I go so I can practice that dribbling sequence 60 seconds a day, and then spend 60 seconds a day juggling to develop the habit? Once you develop a training habit, 60 seconds a day, I think you said you do an hour-long run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then you said you did some gym work. If you could take out, I would remove the long runs. Right, you're not in soccer. It stops and starts. Right, it's sprint, stop, start, jump, sprint, jog, walk, turn. Right, it's multi-directional, varied tempo. It's not a run straight for 90 minutes. So you could, this routine, just by going through a progression of those 3 different exercises, RMT rope, dribbling, juggling, it mimics gameplay more effectively than any hour-long run will. And you're gonna get more touches on the ball, and I think it's more fun. And this is not a world-class training routine. This is what's left from 27 years of research and mistakes into trying to train more effectively to become a better player every day. So you spend a 60 seconds a day training the fundamentals for 16 days straight, then you develop the habit. So hopefully this helps. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.